בשטר ובחזקה, אף עבד כנעני נקנה בכסף בשטר ובחזקה. So therefore, what is the limud? The limud is a clear-cut pasuk. The pasuk is concerning what? Stei achuzah. Just like we know stei achuzah is acquired by kesef. B'shtar b'chazaka, same thing by eved. Eved is considered real property, and it's not considered like what? It's not considered like chattel. Ima sadeh achuzah chozer lebalim biyovel, af eved kinani chozer lebalim biyovel. Or if you can compare it to what? To stei achuzah, shouldn't the Eved go free after 50 years? So if I go and have a non-Jewish servant, even though I acquired him, and he's like my animal, but it's compared to what? To stei achuzah. Ergo, then therefore it should be what? It should go free after Yovel. That becomes the question. Comes the Gemara and says, no, not true. Why? Le'olam, Talmud Lomar, the Torah tells us, Le'olam b'hem ta'avodu, that there is an obligation to let them work for you, Le'olam. And to tell me Le'olam means Yovel, Tosfot says it can't mean that. Look at Tosfot, Avi and read Tosfot.
אין לומר לעולמו של יובל, ואם כן, ישתוק כרע מיניה, ונילך משדה אחוזה.
So he says, the fact that Le'olam is put is an extra word. Because if it didn't have Le'olam, then I would know it's Yovel. So the fact that it said Le'olam again by Eved, it doesn't mean a partial Le'olam, it means a total Le'olam. We went on and we said prior that it is impossible for an Eved Ivri to stay Le'olam. And we brought down the Meshech HaChachman. He says the word Le'olam is used for even though that Le'olam means Yovel, but there's a possibility that he could be acquired Le'olam forever. How is that? After Yovel, he said, I want to be with you. And the Chatam Sofer says, do you go and pierce his ear again or not? Sheila, we're not going to go there. But that is a unique opinion. We're not going to go to that opinion.
לא נרצה. But he wants to stay.
No, he has supposed to stay.
Again, Avi, let's go back. Forever. You're Eved Kinani. When you buy Muhammad, it's like buying, you know Muhammad, he had a horse? You know what his horse's name was? Ali.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali.
Now, Mr. Gindi, you buy Ali. How long do you have Ali for? Till he dies. And then if he has children, if the horse has children, they're your children also. Muhammad is the same thing. He's just like Ali. He stays the Olam. Now you just read those words. Now come, 1 second, let's finish this point. Comes the Gemara and tells us. So when it comes to a non-Jewish slave, the Olam by him tavodu. If 1 second. Again, let us go back. Because if Joe confuses us, and we don't want to be confused. A non-Jewish slave is now coming into our house. That non-Jewish says, ipso facto, becomes Jewish to an extent. He's not an Eved Ivri. He's an Eved Kinani. Oh, we have a question. Okay, we're not going to go to that question. Eved Kinani now has to do mitzvot. You have to feed him kosher food. You can't work him on Shabbat. When it comes to Yom Tov, he is eating matzah. You have to buy him shemura matzah. When it comes to Yom Kippur, you can't tell him, oh, I forgot my kuraj at home. Go bring it. He's fasting also. Oh, but he's still a goy. He's still partial. When does he become a Jew? When you hand him over his working papers. When you give him his get shecharur, all of a sudden he becomes a full-fledged Jew.
He still needs mikveh and stuff.
He had the mikveh already. He had to bring it already.
What does he need to complete? Just to get shecharur.
That's it. He already accepted his first year of work. The obligation of being a Jew.
You fell in love with your daughter.
You can marry him,
Shibur and you get married.
right?
Not
Automatic.
this community, though.
Automatic.
No.
Sure.
Yeah, we convert when he when he's
Yeah,
on
she, yeah.
when he's free.
Sure. Sure.
When he's working, like you said, partial get.
He's a convert.
He's a partial.
No, at the end.
At the end, right?
So he falls under the
Right? It falls underneath. Syrians will not be able to free their slaves.
They will not have to have. They will not be able to get a slave.
No, have a slave, but don't free him.
So he cannot marry a Jewish woman while he's a slave.
Right? You can't marry anybody. What is that?
Julie was freed.
Now let's go back. So that is Eved Kenani. Leolam. Leolam by him. Avodu. Now we do find a Mishnah. We find a Gemara in Masechet Megillah, and the Gemara goes on and says that the Tanah Rabbi Tavan freed a slave, freed Toby. Toby was a slave. How did he free Toby?
I remember.
They needed a minyan.
You need a minyan. Oh, minyan, big deal. Don't have a minyan. So the Rosh says it was a minyan for Parshat Zachor.
You only had 9.
It was for the Oraita. Okay.
So he doesn't count unless he's free.
Right. The Olam Bahem Tavodu. But we have a pasuk says forever they should work for you. Tana. Oh, but you're wrong because you have a Braita. After Khalifin, that you could go and acquire a slave, Eved Kenani with Khalifin. What is Khalifin?
Isn't that part of another?
That's a kerchief.
What is
Part of another.
The exchange of the handkerchief. Exchange means, literally means exchange.
Comes the doctor and says, I don't like it. Why? Because open up the Gemara on Daf Dalet in Masechet Kiddushin.
3A, note 16.
And the Gemara goes, Daf Gimel, I'm sorry. Amud Aleph.
Exchange. 3A2.
Okay, let me look.
About 8 lines on the bottom of the page. Minyana Deresha. Lemutemai.
Left side.
Minyana de Sefa Lemutemai. When a Mishnah goes on and gives a list of things, and it gives a number, usually we have a what? We have a question right away. Why does it give the number? And it says to limit. So what is the limit? So the Gemara says the Umoteh Chaliti. Oh, and the Gemara says you might think to say that Chalipin is a kinyan zaklat amino hoyel v'gemar kicha kicha stay Efron. Ma'asadeh makneh b'Chalipin af isha nami makneh b'Chalipin kamash malan. No. Now, when we learned that sugya many weeks ago, maybe months ago, we understood that there are 2 different types of Chalipin. Chalipin could be one of the first transactions of humankind. What is that? First, before Abraham, in the time of the cavemen, as Mr. Gindi said, barter, right? So barter is considered Chalipin. That Chalipin is certainly what? Under the rubrics of Kesef. That is under the rubrics of Kesef of money. But there's another Chalipin. And that's a truly Jewish Chalipin. Now look at Rashi there. What does Rashi say? Kinyan Suda. That's a different Chalipin. That Chalipin is based on what? No money transacts.
What does that mean?
Kinyan Suda means the transaction of the handkerchief. Mr. Shalom would be very happy with it. Now, what do you do with the handkerchief? You give the handkerchief and you give it back. Nobody loses anything. But the what? The transaction occurs. The symbolic transaction. By me giving you the handkerchief, the transaction occurs. Oh, you're going to give me back the handkerchief? You're not going to get any money? Makes no difference. So the money will be owed. The same way with Kesef. Listen 1 second. Listen. when it comes to kesef, I start the payment. I don't pay the whole amount. The goods are worth $100. I give out $1. That I owe all the goods. Kesef means I start the payment. Kinyan Sudar is not a start of anything because the Sudar will go back. Oh, so what is it? It's just a symbolic transaction. Symbolic. That's it. Symbolic transaction is what? Acquires.
So Rabbi does that.
Now that does not fall. That does not fall under the rubrics of kesef. It's a new kinyan. Therefore, when the doctor came and said it falls under the rubrics of kesef, mentra chalipin. If you're talking about barter, like Avi said, that is vadai under chalipin. When we talk about kinyan, what sudar, it's a rabbinic transaction which was created. We will not find it in the Torah. We'll find it maybe in one place in the Torah, not in the 5 books of Moses, in Megillat Ruth, that he made chalipin. But otherwise, what is the din?
What is it used for?
For good. For good. Now,
Not for a field.
oh, now we'll see. Now we're going.
Could you use it for an Evan?
So we're talking about that.
That's our problem.
Maybe for an effort, but you said it.
Mr. Gindi, are you reading the Gemara? Or are you making up?
Like that just said, even by means of Halifin, the Kanaita slave.
So comes the Gemara says, Tana af b'chalipin, even with chalipin. Betana didan milta. So the Gemara wants to say that our Tana also agrees that what you'll be acquired with chalipin. It's true, but why did he mention it? He says because he had a what? A list which was specific. Tana didan milta daleta b'metaltalin katani. Our Mishnah did not want to mix up things which are acquired b'metaltalin. They just want to tell us that an Eved Kanani is acquired by things which are like for land. So here it seems to say that land will not be acquired with what? Chalipin. And therefore he didn't put it in the list. But an Eved could be acquired by like metaltalin or like karka. An Eved Kanani is a what? Is a hybrid. You could go and treat them like land, and you could go and treat them like chattel. Therefore, one Braita says chalipin. Our Mishnah does not say chalipin. Is it a contradiction? No, it is not a contradiction. Our Mishnah is talking about how it is compared to land. The Braita goes on and says, even chalipin, it is also something treated like chattel.
If our Mishnah said he's acquired in 3 ways, then that would be only those 2.
Maybe,
right?
Three.
Like-
You said, we just learned
It didn't say
Hashem
3.
tells you three, it's only 3
It
ways.
didn't say 3.
He says you acquire it.
There could be more.
You just added one, and you told me last night it's going to be a 5th one. Rabbi?
let's read.
Maybe let's read.
Ah.
Let's have no time.
Chalipin. I'll tell you. My aunt, we went to a restaurant in Borough Park. My son is 40 years old, 36 years ago. It was called Shanghai, I think. It's not on, it was on Avenue M or Avenue J. Okay, whatever. We go in there. And my wife and I are being treated by my aunt. And the Chinese waitress comes and says, "Oh, nice children, nice people. How many children do you have?" So my wife was going to tell her 2. Like my aunt looks at her and says, 5 children. You'll go to Business Week 1990. And you'll look at one of the all the big corporations, and one of the top corporations is Safra. They don't tell you his salary, his vice president's salary. Five.
He sold the bag, he sold it for that number.
Oh, really?
Always.
Vitana Didan, Milta, can we go on? Vitana Didan, Milta Deleta, Betatlin Katani. Milta Dida, Betatlin Lo Katani. Our Mishnah is just coming to show that the Eved is acquired through what? Through as land. Shmuel. Eved Kanani Nikneva Mashicha. Comes the Shmuel. Not a Mishnah. We brought a Mishnah first. Now we're bringing Shmuel. Who's Shmuel? What generation?
Get that together.
First generation Amora. Who is his? Who is his Charuta? Who is it?
Plenty of time.
We still have 20 minutes. Rav and Shmuel were a pair. Shmuel was a little younger. So Rav, what is he? Rav Tanau Pali. Even though Shmuel never argues. Therefore, when you have a machloket Rav and Shmuel, who's halachalak? Shmuel. Because Mr. Gindi, why like Shmuel? Because Shmuel will never give his own opinion. He's giving the opinion of Tanaim. Rav thinks he's big. You're big, you're right. Okay. So let's go on. Comes the Gemara and says, Shmuel comes and says, Omar Shmuel, Eved Kenani Nikneve Mashicha. That an Eved Kenani is also acquired through what? Mashicha. Ketzad, how is it? Takfo Ubaetzlo. He grabs him and he comes next to him. Karo Ubaetzlo.
He comes towards him. So he pulled him.
He pulled him and then he came towards him.
It says here.
I don't know what it says.
He grabs the slave.
He grabs them. That's the Mashiach. He grabbed them.
And the slave comes towards him.
What do you think he does when he grabs the slave? Grabs him by the hair, by the beard.
What Rashi said, Bechuzka?
Huh?
What's Rashi saying over there? Bechuzka or Bechazaka?
Bechazaka. Bechazaka. He pulled him with strength. Bechuzka. I'm sorry, Bechuzka. I'm sorry. Big difference. Now, comes. Let's go further. So he goes on and says, very interesting, brother. Avi, read.
עבד כנעני נקנה במשיכה, כיצד? ככפו בא אצלו, כנאו בא אצלו.
No, read it again. Read it again.
He cannot hold him. He has to grab him. He has to grab him.
ככפו בא אצלו כנאו, כראו הוא בא אצלו, לא כנאו.
Because he called him. The difference is, you can say, hey, slave, come over here. You got to go up to him and you grab him. And that's how you perform that.
Bishlama. We are understanding, we are good. The Tana Didan. Our Tanan, our Mishnah didn't mention Mashicha. Miltad Ida Metaltalin Loktani. Our Mishnah did not mention anything which has Metaltalin in it. It didn't give us a chattel kinyan. But the Braita, which went on and said we could do it with what? Bechalifin. Why didn't it mention it? It should also mention, it's also Metaltalin. Metaltalin Loktani. The later, what is it? Read it. Avi, you're reading of all Simas. What does that mean? Ela l'tana the bra. What's bra? Bara.
outside.
The Tana of the Braita. Why didn't he write Meshicha? He wrote Chalipin. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back, Joe. Right. The Mishnah we understand clearly.
gave us three.
Right.
Right,
That said Chalipin.
Number 4. Chalipin.
Why didn't
Why
bring
didn't
his
you give us also
right?
number 5? the first baraita should have been as chalipin.
Right. Kikatani, Avi, you continue.
Ketani milka.
Ben bekarkae, ben betaltale chalipin. Now we change our decision. Also works for karka, but it works for karka and chalipin. Now the Mishnah originally seemed to say it didn't. Now the Gemara says no, chalipin also works for what? For karka. So the reason why what was the level of this new Mishnah or this Braita was the Mishnah was what?
Three things.
Land. Only land. The Braita, something which was the land and chattel. And here Shmuel says even chattel alone is enough. So 3 levels of kinyanim. First level, land. Second level, land and metalli. And third level, just metalli. So 3 lists. Okay. Then metalli. The Shicha.
Why they leave out Chalipin in the first place? If you say it,
Because only land alone.
you said that it works for it.
Land alone.
Doesn't work for.
It doesn't work for chattel at all.
Chalipin does not work for chattel.
Right.
So you cannot buy a car with chalipin.
Again. No, let's go back. Let's go back. The
The list
Mishnah.
was for Holy Land on
Right.
Chalipin, you could do both.
Right.
That's why it was a list of different. So Chalipin is the middle one.
Right.
It does both.
Right. Comes the Gemara and says, let's see. משיכה כי קטני מילתא דאיתא בין בקרקע עוד בין במטלטלין. משיכה דמטלטלין איתא בקרקע לאתא. Meshicha, you can't do Meshicha unless you're Archimedes. Archimedes said, give me a stick long enough and I'll be able to move the earth. He says he's gonna, what is it with? Like a ledge. I think it was Archimedes. You'll look it up. So he said you can move the earth, but otherwise you can't do Meshicha on the earth.
Yeah, so what are we talking about?
So of course it's not a kinyan. It's not a kinyan for the earth, for Kaka. The question is not if the earth moves. Can you move the earth? So maybe
Only in the soul. You feel the earth.
no, but she's not moving it. You never heard of Carol? Nice Jewish girl. Nice to Carol.
She married a goy.
She didn't marry a goy. She didn't marry him.
Yeah.
Mr. Gindi, why do you say Lashon Hara, a nice Jewish girl?
She not with a goy.
How do you know? Mr. Gindi, Lashon Hara. She sang with a goy, that's true. That we know.
That's an drawn out already.
Mr. Gindi, where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? Sing with a goy, you become a zonah?
Yeah.
What?
Jewish girl sleeps with a goy, she's drawn out.
She's not
What?
sleeping, they're just
Sings with a goy.
Of course, I got him.
Mr. Gindi,
I said sleep.
I don't know what sleep. Nobody says he sleeps.
Sooner or later, she's gonna do it.
Sing, of course not.
So how do you know she did anything more than that?
I don't care.
Arrow,
That chazakah makes you a rasha.
50 years ago.
And that makes it, you made more easier a rasha.
See, Rov.
Makes you rasha, that rov also makes you a rasha. Yes.
about having positive outlook. They could actually not use it.
No mitzvah when it comes to Lashon Hara.
She brought joy to the world. Come
Carol King Klein.
Klein. That's it.
She changed her name.
Okay.
Find the king. That
Right.
makes sense.
Okay, can we go on?
Who was that? Who sang that one? Joy to the world.
I don't know. I have to ask Jeremiah
Jeremiah, right.
because he was a bullfrog.
Let's go on. Can we go on? Shtuyot.
Mishikah, I can't do Mishikah on the land. What are you talking about?
Meshicha, the metaltale, ita, bekaka, leta. Avi, are you reading?
Yeah.
Lo kitani ketzad takfo. How do you make meshicha? First word is lo on the line. Two laws. Lo kitani, period. Ketzad. How do you make meshicha? Takfo.
ואצלו כנאו. כראו בא אצלו לא כנאו.
You said that, Mark.
וכראו לא. ועתניא. כיצד במסירה.
Tanya, I remember Braita. Ketzad Mesira. How do you do Mesira? On an animal. Slow down, everybody. Mr. Gindi, look at the Gemara. Achzo v'talpa. You grab, it's what?
Grains.
Where do you get grains with the word talpa? That's what
What are you
it's
grabbing?
What's the talpa? By the hoof.
Bit. It can't be the hoof. The hoof is the foot.
So what does it say in the Gemara? I don't know, but the Gemara says so make him full.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Because he's gonna fall if you just grab him.
בלחה, בשערה, בעוקף שעליה, בשליק שעליה.
When they slow down, or by the hair, the okif, by the bit,
By the load.
by the load,
He's carrying
שעליה, בעוקף שעליה,
You learned this somewhere.
בשליף שעליה,
Being in the mouth.
the bit which is in his mouth,
hold the bit.
the prumbia,
by the bell.
by the saddle.
Where we learned this from? We learned this.
Now we're learning it. ובזוג שבסברה.
But we learned this.
So we got what is you got him? What did you have? All you know is we learned it before. What does it say here now?
These are the ways you do this.
That you don't know. Now in 6 years when we go back, you're gonna say, "Oh, we learned it already," but you're not gonna remember it because you're too busy thinking. What again? Yes. Yesterday you remember. 2 days ago we have a question.
5 minutes.
In Bet Torah, we used to have a 72-hour rule. And I used to come once a week. All these are considered ways to be nosir, the behemah kana. That's nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with this. Like the doctor said, Stam, they will make a quotation. Ketzad. Ketzad. Read it out, the doctor. Ketzad b'mishicha kore la iba o shechisha b'makel, or he gives her a little on the rear end. He hits her with a stick. Kiven chakrayad v'regel kana.
Makes it move.
So what's the question? So what's the question?
What about other items?
Mr. Gindi, Mr. Gindi, Mr. Gindi.
Why Corella? Corella is none of those.
Again, let's go back. The Mishnah went on and said, when I do Mashicha on an Eved, I acquire the Eved. If I call the Eved, I do not acquire the Eved. Comes the Gemara and says, I have a Braita against you. The Braita says, I call the animal and he comes to me. What's the din? I acquire it. It's called Mashicha. So comes the Gemara says, that's a question. Comes the Gemara, and Avi thinks he's smarter than the Gemara. What does the Gemara say?
The animal is walking by the will of its master. Meaning it doesn't have its own will. But the slave has...
Yeah. Well, for the doctor, before you leave, I'm going to give you a beautiful drasha which I just remembered. Adam u'be'emat hoshia Hashem. Where are we going, Mr. Giddy? Where are you going? Where are you going? Eliyahu's leaving. Comes the pasuk. Adam u'be'emat hoshia Hashem. What does it mean?
will help the person and the.
So usually we said that an Adam, how do you do Mashiach? You have to pull him.
Right.
But when it comes to an animal, what do you do?
Call it.
You just talk to him.
What you want?
You just talk to him.
Mr. Ed.
Oh,
Mr. Ed, come here. Comes to you. And you call in. Mr. Chief.
okay, I got you. I hear you.
Let's go back. Here we go. Comes again. Comes the pasuk. It says, "Adam Obama Hashem." So now that the doctor left, I'll tell you. Hey,
I listened to a recording.
and I'm on it. Comes to the synagogue, and he wants to show he's a big shot. He says to the rabbi, "Ani lo mevin. Adam Obama Hashem." When Adam walks into the synagogue, everybody has to stand up. When an animal walks into the synagogue, everybody should sit down. I was attacked by 4 dogs on Ocean Parkway 45 years ago, 50 years ago. Wild dogs.
4?
4.
Me too.
I missed it.
And they were found in Mr. Shelby's backyard. Philip Shelby had a gun.
Somebody shot him. Yeah.
Nobody shot him. He didn't shoot them because he called the police, and the police said, "We're going to send a group of policemen to get them." He says, "I can shoot him. I have a gun. I registered a gun." He said, "It was the jeweler. And you don't touch him because then you'll be put in jail." The policemen came. They shot one. By the time they shot one with their silencer and who knows what, the other 3 ran away. But anyway, I was walking on Ocean Parkway. These 4 dogs. Who was it? Who was with me? A Rabbi Azachi. Not Rabbi Azachi. Rabbi Wadish. A rabbi named Rabbi Ben Solomon. Rabbi Sutton. I don't know if you know him. Satahon. Rabbi Kisus. And Rabbi Ben David, all walking from Bnei Yosef to teach in a Talmud Torah. 4 dogs. The most athletic was Kisus.
Yes.
He jumped over. He jumped over a fence. Okay. Ladish jumped on a car. The other guy ran. I was stuck with these 4 dogs, and they started jumping on me. And I was petrified. And next to me was my friend Ben David. He says, "Crouch on the floor."
That's what I did. Yeah. I talked to the dog.
Crouch on the floor. They crouched on the floor. They ran away. I mean, it was a gamble because they could have attacked my face. They were jumping up.
Why did they run away when he
I
crashed
don't
down,
know.
Rabbi?
So he says, Ben David said, he learned it in Teman, the Yemenite, that when they see a human eyes, they get scared.
They get scared from the eyes.
We did that.
I didn't know what to do. They were coming out. It was snowing, ice. There's no way to run. I bent down. The one dog grabbed my pants, and the leader was coming right at me. And I said, "Easy, easy, easy, boy." Once the leader stopped, they all went away.
This happened to me. Wow. I took each
Here,
one.
here. You heard the story? You heard his story? Now I'm going to, Mr. Adis, I'm going to tell you. You heard what he said he's going to do? He's going to kill the dogs. I'm going to tell you his story. I was with him. We were in Kibbutz Lavi. We were just finished having hot tea. Maybe 12 o'clock at night. Come one of the girls, one of your daughters came and says, "I want to see the cows." They have a whole bunch of cows there. Okay, we're going to go see the cows. We're in the kibbutz. He's a He-Man, let's go. All of a sudden, we start going outside. We go towards the dairy. Dogs start attacking us. Or barking out of their attacking.
Bunch of girls. I have a bunch of girls. And my mother-in-law.
Everybody ran. Even though he didn't bring his daughters, everybody ran. The only one who attacked the dogs was his mother-in-law.
100%.
Small lady.
100%. How'd she attack him?
I
would be surprised if the dog was not scared of.
3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going home.
How'd she attack him?
And all of a sudden, the dog started yelling.
He started yelling at
She
me.
started yelling. She
And my
grabbed a stick and
grandfather was to jump on top of the car and the dog.
That was Wadish. Wadish jumped on top of the car.
Jumped on top of the car, Joe.
But let's go back.
One bounce.
Let's go back to Anikuda. Even though we lost, I wanted to tell you, back to Musar. The Pasuk says, Adam Be'emat Hoshea Hashem. So came the Balabite. He says, he started the big shot. He says, what do you do when Adam and a Be'emat come into the synagogue at the same time? When the Adam comes in, the Gadol, you have to stand up. When the Be'emat goes, so what did the Rabbi say? Nothing like what the people do. Let's walk in together. Okay. You didn't get it?
No.
Okay,
There we go.
now, but that's not my point. That was a side issue. But the point I want to bring in was Adam Be'emat Hoshea Hashem. How does the Hasidic Rabbi answer it? I'm going to give you a new perush. Adam, who becomes like a behemah, that's when Hashem will show his Yeshua. That's when Hashem will show his Yeshua.
When Adam like
A behemah.
Yeah.
Now, what does that mean? Now, we'll tell you what it means. When it comes to Masechet Megillah, we have the story of Achashverosh. Achashverosh, the Gemara goes on and says, there were 50 Nevi'im, 54 Nevi'im, and 8 women Nevi'im,
Took the ring off.
and nothing helped. They scream and they yell. When they took the ring off, all of a sudden comes the behemah. The behemah doesn't have to have the ring off. As long as Borei Olam speaks, it moves. You don't have to have the whip.
I know it.
The man, how do you have to, how are you connect? You have to grab him. You have to pull him. All you have to do is call him. So come, the pasuk it says beautifully. Adam, behemah, when Adam becomes a behemah, and he listens just listens. That's what happens.
Then Toshia.
That's Toshia Hashem. Okay, we'll continue this class. What's Chazidish?
You said it, you started off saying
So you don't repeat. Does it sound Chazidish?
no.
Okay, so why do you have to repeat? Chazidish. I fool you. Now you have to fool everybody else. Everybody have a